All right, let me grab my FM. And we're gonna need some film. So how about some Kodak Tri-X? That'll work. So let's go shoot some film. But again, I'm at Woodland, California, and it's one of my favorite spots outside of Sacramento to come up here and shoot. It's got very old style buildings and architecture, and every time I come out here and look at what I've shot, I find that I could have done better, and there are different angles and different ways I should have shot things. So I've got a 24 exposures of that Tri-X 400, and we'll go ahead and shoot that today. And shooting that on my Nikon FM. So let's get to it. And oh, I did get my rat's nest of a haircut. My hair was out of control. For somebody that spent 20 years in the military, you wouldn't believe it based on my last video, but at least I'm feeling a lot more like normal now. And so anyway, let's go shoot some film. So you're probably going to find me showing a couple sets of pictures today. The ones that I'm shooting right now on the Tri-X 400, and then ones that I've shot in the past on some Kentamir 400, and just do a comparison between the two films. The lighting conditions are about the same. It's about the same time of day. And that way we'll get a good comparison between Kentamir 400 and the 400 Tri-X. And plus, like I said before, I'll look back at pictures that I've taken and always felt like there were better ways I could have framed it up, different angles, and see if maybe I can improve on some of that. And then over here, there is an area that took a shot before of bell tower, one of the churches, and it seemed like it was a nice picture, and I wanted to do it with the using the Tri-X, see how that comes out. Nikon FM, my favorite manual camera with one of my favorite lenses. I've got this 50 millimeter 1.4. I also have a 28 millimeter and a 135, which I really like the 135 a lot because it's so much cheaper than the 105. The 135 I think I picked up for like 75 bucks. So anyway, with the F-mount lenses from Nikon, you can get so many great options for under $100. Especially if you're willing to do a little work and clean them up. So I thought this is a nice shot, but I'm thinking the first time I focused just on the bell tower. Now I'm thinking maybe get a corner of the building in here along with the bell tower and see if we can get a better layering effect. Maybe shoot at 5.6. And I'm gonna get up a little closer so maybe that I can actually see the top right about here. This gives some depth. It's got the corner of the building, it's got the lamp, I've got the tree and the tower. Well, that's the first shot. We'll see how that comes out. All right, here's another picture that I took before. Not the same angle. I'm gonna go over and get the other angle as well, but coming up the street, I just looked at this and I was like, oh, this could be nice. But I may work up further so we can get around and not see these parking signs, and see if we can maybe focus up here somewhere. So let's see. Y'all catch me deep breathing. Back a little, 50mm lens. f5.6. Maybe. Yeah, try to get as much in focus as I can. Oh. Now this is the other shot I wanted to try to replicate. Using a Tri-X. Now, I do have that red filter on here, so it's probably not going to be an extremely fair comparison. I need to get back way further. I'll probably be even with my filming camera. There's an archway down here somewhere. I think it's this old building right here. I think it's this building. Oh, I like that. Oh, this is nice here. Yeah, see what we can do here. I need to be back a little bit more again. I like how it's shaded and lit on different sides here, so that's nice. Well, you guys will know before I do, because I won't know it until I've got home and developed it and scanned it and all that stuff. I'll have to come back here someday on a rainy day. I didn't realize they had a fire museum here. Woodland Fire Department Museum, and I was just shooting that tower on the other side of this building. It just goes to show you what you discover that you don't really know. Pretty awesome. That little archway may be down this way. We haven't even hit Main Street yet. This is just the back streets. There's just a lot to this town of Woodland that offers some nice photography opportunities. But I've never used this red filter before, so we'll have to see how it goes. I could just be effing up everything way too contrasty. Not gonna know until I develop it and get it back. But you know, that's how you learn. You put a roll in, you go shoot it. If you F up, you F up, but you learned. And that's why I shoot inexpensive gear. My Nikon FM cost me 75 bucks. I have an FG that was like $30. Couple lenses, about $150 worth of lenses, but you know what? I can afford to shoot. I can afford to buy film at this crazy prices. I can afford to develop it and scan it. Yeah, I don't have a Leica. I don't have any fancy medium format camera, but you know, I am a hobbyist and I'm learning. And this is how you learn. You shoot. You get out and you shoot as much as you can. And there's the archway I was talking about. So let's try to get set up. I think last time I shot it from across the street here. This time I'll get closer because there's a dual archway. And I want to get closer and see if we can get something through the archway. Oh, like the American flag. That'll look nice. We'll see. Alright, I'm going to shoot it at f8, 250, 250th shutter speed. We'll see how that comes out. Hopefully it works. But I can compare that one to my previous shot with the Kent mirror and just see how a different perspective, because where I shot that one, I was shooting through this way towards the flag post. The last time I was here, I believe I shot from way over here across the road. So just different ways of looking at the same thing. Another interesting shot. See if I can frame something up here. Not sure yet, but and the fact I'm shooting black and white may not be the best option. So since this scene is so colorful. Yeah, not feeling it. I think it'd be better to come back and do that when I have some color film loaded. Just not the best black and white picture in my opinion. Here's another picture I took before on the Kent mirror 400 and wasn't super happy with it, but this is the same type of lighting, so I'm going to see how this works with the Tri-X and how it works with the Tri-X and this red filter. See how this turns out. Let's get the focus better. What am I going to focus on? Focus on that black item back there. See how that works. There's a little reflection of the tree. We'll see how that comes out. I shot this as well last time, but the lighting is totally different now. It was shaded on the right side of the building and well lit on the left. And I actually have a print. Of this at the house. So I printed this one along with the actual library, the one I took in the beginning. I printed that as well. Maybe I can show you in my office, but the lighting's just not right today to take this picture again. But I think I'll go ahead and put up the Kent mirror 400. Whew. I'm gonna have to voice over. There's so much road noise, but I will put up the Kent mirror 400 one. Oh, not sure if this is gonna work. We've got all the construction noise in the background, but just something about this lighting here. So let's maybe. Gonna have to shoot a f8, 125, maybe 200. 200 f8. I need to be back further. Okay, sit down here. Oh no, don't stop there. Yeah, it'd be nice if I had my 28 now. But let's see what we get. Let's see if we can finally get this photo right. I have tried this numerous times, I think, or a few times, and I've always underexposed. So I'm going to try to overexpose by a couple stops. I want to focus on that the brick wall, or not focus, well, focus on the stairs, but meter for the brick wall. I think that'll work. Then get back some and see how this looks. So hard to focus. I don't see. I've got that like split prism. There. We will see how this turns out. I tried to meter for inside. And I shot that at 1/60th at an f2. I think that was way better than what I've done in the past, so we will see. And I have shot this scene here, either reflection off the glass or the drugstore, obviously, since I'm a grain junkie. So I've shot this here, this reflection off the glass, so many times, and I'll put up some past images, and also the drugstore sign and First Street, kind of down this sidewalk here. So I've definitely shot down this sidewalk multiple times. I can show you probably both in color and black and white, or just in color, but we'll use some of the past pictures. And here's another image I've shot in the past. Maybe this time I can be patient and get somebody walking through. Focus on that little decorative box there. Maybe just a tad bit beyond it. f5.6. And then one 250th. Yeah, that seems like it'll be right. 1 250th f5.6. Now, if we could just get somebody to walk by. I'm gonna have to edit this video because this video is gonna go on forever, or this video clip is gonna go on forever waiting for somebody to walk by. Patience, Stephen. Patience. Patience. I had a nice one originally. Somebody was actually walking straight towards me where the blinking red light is, which you probably won't see. I don't know how much time. I only got 2 hour street parking, so I gotta go check, see where my time's at, because think I've been out here for about an hour or so. Oh, this may work. There we go. We'll see how that works. And I just want to reshoot this one again because I'm going to show the Kentmere shot. But the one thing I missed on this shot was in the reflection here. Now I had some people in this shot before, so that's going to look awesome. But in the reflection of the window, or not the reflection, actually on the window itself, it says photogenic. And I thought, oh, that's pretty cool. But I missed it on the last time I missed the P. But I did have the couple holding hands walking away from the bench. But it'd be nice to compare the two. Taken this shot before too, and I think I used my 135 last time. I'm going to use my 50 this time and take a look at the difference. I think I focused in on this little plant here. One close by. So alright, this is at a 2.8, so we will definitely be blurring the back out. We'll see how this comes out. One thing I love about photography, in particular film photography, it really keeps you in the moment, keeps you looking around, keeps you appreciating things around you that you normally just walk by or not pay attention to. And especially film photography, when, like this roll, I've only got 24 exposures, 24 shots. Or in a bigger roll, 36 shots, but you gotta make them count. You gotta take your time. You gotta take the right shot, whereas with digital, a lot of times just spray and pray, and I don't feel as connected with digital photos as I do with film. So that connection is what really gets me wanting to keep shooting film. Expose for the brightest part of the scene and see if I can really bring out the dark shadows. I really want to get those dark shadows dark, but we will see how this works. A lot of times when I'm experimenting, it may or may not work. But that's the whole point. It's about trying things. So let's try to expose for so the darks at f8 is 1/25. If I do 1/500, all right, f8 at 1/1000, and I am going to see how that turns out. I want to get those darks really dark. I'll see. So also in Woodland here, they have these awesome train cars here. I like to take pictures of every now and then. They also have this cool mural, but I don't think black and white that would do. it any justice, so I'm not gonna take that shot, but I'm gonna come down here by some of these train cars and snap a few shots off. Maybe I'll try from a different angle. I'm usually always shooting from this side here. Let me try the other side. Maybe get some of the train tracks in it too. I think that would look pretty cool. And then maybe down the, like a long view down here. We'll see. Definitely it's not a track that's used, obviously. It ends right there. I think it's where they store cars for one of the, there's like a tomato processing plant up here or something like that. I think it's where they store the, so let's see what we can get here. I am going to see if I can what kind of photos I can get here. I'm going to try to focus midway on the train. F5.6. One 1,000. 1,500. We'll try 1,000. Step back a little bit. And I'm gonna try to get like down the line, the trees and the other cars. And we will see. And let's see if I can change perspectives a little bit with the tracks. We'll get down low. This one, I'm gonna focus on that other train car and try to get all three of these in. Actually, it's more than three. Alright, it's time to wrap this up. We're already over 30 minutes. Go ahead and like, subscribe, and join me next week for more journeys and content. Thanks.